Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are going to go over Glaivier's two different builds of Control and Pinnacle. Since the recent update, they have made some changes to how she is played a little bit, but overall, really good play style now, a lot more friendlier than what she was before. To kind of kick things off, we are going to start off with Control. So the skills that you are going to be rocking are Blue Dragon's Claw, Soul Cutter, Thorn Jab, Shackling Blue Dragon, Chain Slash, Half Moon Slash, Wheel of Blades, and Raging Dragon Slash. So with Blue Dragon's Claw, you're going to run a Gale Wind on it, and then you're going to rock the Tripod's Quick Prep, maxed out, Illusionary Double, maxed out, and Final Decision, maxed out. Soul Cutter, you're gonna rock a Gale Wind as well. Quick Prep maxed out, Quick Step maxed out, and Enhanced Concussion maxed out. Thorn Jab, just a level 4, just to get the excellent mobility, just to make the counter a little bit easier. You can have Quick Recharge, you can have your Purification Rune, whatever you need to kind of help aid you throughout the fight that way. Now, Shackling Blue Dragon got some tweaks. It now gives yourself 20% extra crit chance, and to the party members, when you rock Target Weak Point, Blitz, and Quick Prep in that order, Target Weak Point now gives damage bonus if your party members crit by 8%, increased damage for 16 seconds. You're going to rock a Focus Rune just to kind of help out with the mana, because if you are going through your skills very quickly and very fluidly, you will run out of MP very quickly. So take that to kind of help yourself out, and you only need to get this to level 10. All the other damage skills get up to 12 as you go. Chain Slash, you're going to run your legendary Gale Wind, or your highest one that you got at the time. Fatal Strike maxed out, Final Decision maxed out, and Brilliant Spear maxed out. That's what you're going to go with there. Half Moon Slash, you're going to have Fury Expertise, Final Decision, and Blade of Tornado, as well as you're going to rock either Conviction or Judgment, depending on how you want to have it. It doesn't matter which order you have these two, but one goes here, the other one will go onto your Wheel of Blades. Just makes it super easy and concise. Wheel of Blades, you're going to go excellent mobility, weak point detection, and consecutive spins. Those two maxed out, and like I said, had those interchangeable however you feel. I usually do it this way, it's a lot easier for me. Raging Dragon Slash, Quick Prep, and Additional Slash is what I use. You can use Quick Slash for a little bit less of a damage, but just to get it off quicker. Or if you're really feeling like you can handle this extra length of time, added attack time, then this is your biggest bang for your buck. But it's just easier to use one of these two real quick and easy. And Awaken is the last one you're going to use here. And you're going to run another Focus Rune here, just to, like I said, that MP, you're going to be going quite at it. You're going to run out of it pretty quickly. Some other skills that you can use Stampeding Slash with Fury Expertise, Enhanced Strike, and Rippling Blades. And max those out. You just would replace another one of the DPS skills that way. Another one that I was playing around with was Wind Splitter. With Magic Control, Fury Expertise, or actually in this case you would run Final Decision and Downstrike. Just like that. You can, if you want, this is another place to get your synergy bonus on it, but you don't really need it because your Shackling Blue Dragons will be up quick enough, so this will just help with the MP. So just kind of use what you feel there, and just kind of, like I said, replace one of the other skills. In the gems, what you're going to be using is 6 damage and 5 cooldowns. Half Moon Slash gets both. Raging Dragon Slash gets both. Wheel of Blades get both. Chain Slash gets both. Soul Cutter and Blue Dragon's Claw just get a damage. And then Shackling Blue Dragon gets a cooldown. The higher up you go, the better it gets. Engraving wise, this is where you can kind of play around with it a little bit. Just with the stats at crit and swiftness at these points here. Without a bracelet, you have with, adrenaline level 3, your entropy set, and the backtack at a crit chance. We're sitting at a roughly 81% crit chance. Very, very good here. If you end up wanting to go for a 5x3 plus 1 or 2, we'll talk about that. But for the 5x3, you can have Control, Adrenaline, Ambush Master, Grudge, and Raid Captain. Now, if you want, you can also swap out the Adrenaline just to go down to without that crit and stuff. And you'll still sit comfortably at around 66% crit chance here. So you can end up rocking Keen Blunt or Cursed Doll, whichever you prefer out of that. But if you want for your +2, you go Adrenaline 2, and then, like I said, either Cursed Doll or Keen Blunt. I prefer Keen Blunt because I like my pots fully healing me up. That is my choice there. So, with that just kind of sets her up very nice and easy. Just to show you, very, very fluid now. All the skills that end up consuming the use consume portion of your gauge, instead of it being 20%, they just flat out 1 bar instead of whatever it was, the 20%. So ideally what you end up doing is shackling into Dragon Claw and just kind of go through your rotation, just so that you keep going through. And once when you get enough, your bar is filled up, you actually don't ever have to really worry about it, which is super nice. The only downfall is you will end up losing out of MP if you're not careful enough, so just keep track of that. So just pay close attention to that, but it gets a lot better as you play. As you can see, I'm already starting to go out, but let's be real, half the time you're not going to be able to sit there and spam out. So you got mechs and other things like that. Overall, really, really nice high DPS class now. Like, I was going through for a minute and getting about a DPS about 4.5 million DPS per. So really, really nice setup. Now for Pinnacle, we're gonna back out here because I have it all set up on my other out here. We're gonna go through, do it this way. Chain Slash, Flash Kick, Thorn Jab, Shackling Blue Dragon again, Soul Cutter, Wheel of Blades, Half Moon Slash, and Dragon Slash for your blue skills. You're going to get Shackling Blue Dragon up to level 10. You can have this as a Rage, Purify, whatever you kind of need. Rage is super nice to get added bonus for your Raid Captain. Thorn Jab and Flash Kick just to level 4 to get excellent mobility and enhanced mobility for that. And you're going to max this out if you want, just to be able to dash around, give you some movement. Chain Slash and Soul Cutter can be kind of replaced with whatever you kind of want. It's just filler skills to be able to fill up your bar as you're kind of waiting around. Now, for your red skills, Starfill Pounce, you're going to max it out. You'd actually max out Raging Dragon Slash as well as soon as you get all the skill points. I'm just a little shy, so Half Moon Slash max out first, then Raging Dragon Slash. Half Moon Slash does get a Gale Wind. Raging Dragon Slash gets an Overwhelm rune just to get more of that stagger damage, since you are not really trying to use your red skills to do stagger. Even though they do have pretty good stagger stuff in them, on some of them, you just don't want to do that. So, Starfill Pounce, you're going to have Legendary Gale Wind, Weak Point Detection, Concussion, and Ground Explosion. That's going to what you want to do there. You can do this, but it's going to have a lot less of a DPS on it. So, better to do that. Spiraling Spear, you're going to get to level 4 with Quick Recharge Rune, whatever the highest one you have. Because Shoulder Slam turns it into a combo mode and it allows you to proc it twice, potentially, to get all your skills out quicker, which is really nice. Four-Headed Dragon, Vital Point Hit, Violent Thrust, and Weak Point Detection are what you're going to rock with the Gale Wind. As you get more higher, you can potentially swap things out, but a rare Gale Wind is just fine in the slot. Thrust of Destruction, maxed out. Swift Fingers, Spear of Destruction. You can use this or Weak Point Detection, kind of whichever one you want. It does just kind of helps out there. And Air Rifting Thrust. And you just need the Gale Wind just to be able to get that casting speed out a little bit quicker, make it smoother. Now the Red Dragon Horn, one of your highest DPS skills. You're going to have it out and get your next highest Gale Wind on there just to help you out there. Reaction Speed, Determination, get that up. You could do this, but it's not going to help you out because you don't need that 100% crit chance or the crit damage. Weak Point Detection, you can have that, or Fatal Aim, kind of up to you what you want to do there. So just kind of play around with it and work with that. That's kind of your skills set up there. Again, you're going to be rocking with the Entropy set. So swap back over here. Entropy, the higher you go. Now, the biggest change that happened was Pinnacle took, where it used to be you only get your attack and movement speed when swapping from different stances. You now get them both as you're going through. You get both movement speed, attack speed, outgoing damage, and crit damage. So you don't need Keen Blunt because of this change. You get both of them as you swap back and forth. Super, super nice going through back and forth there. So, but with the engravings, Adrenaline, Grudge, Ambush, Raid Captain, and Pinnacle. Same thing there. You can also go through and do the, Adrenaline level 2. And then, I actually, what I end up doing is because I do crit, spec, and a little bit of swiftness, I could end up rocking my mass increase if I wanted to, or curse stall. So kind of whichever one of those two that you end up wanting to get to +3 when you get to a 5x3 +2. So kind of play with that as you may. But overall, lots of good changes on Glaivier. She feels a lot better. She pumps a lot more. So feels really, really good to play her now. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think. And if you are playing Glaivier and what engraving you are rocking with. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.